Hi and welcome to Better Business Expert TV. This week I've been asked several times to provide some simple ways to improve the profitability of a business without changing everything or spending lots of money. Well, there certainly isn't one silver bullet, but here are a few ideas that some of my clients have found really useful. I call it the triple 10 strategy. You need to firstly increase your prices by 10%, secondly cut your staff numbers or hours worked by 10%, and thirdly you need to reduce your overhead spend by 10%. The immediate reaction I get from everyone who hears this is I can't increase my prices, I'll lose all my business. Haven't you heard there's a recession on? Well, I think you can if you know your product well and what your customers want and really value. The vast majority of businesses focus on price and believe it to be the only reason why customers buy. Market research has proven time and time again that whilst price is an issue, it's rarely, if ever, the number one reason why customers buy. In the vast majority of cases, the principal reason why people buy from a particular business is because of the value added benefits. So, if you don't know the value you add and rarely talk about it with your customers and prospects, you need to start. There's a template in our template section that tells you just how much business you can afford to lose and yet still make the same amount of gross profit if you raise your prices. One example is that if you have a current gross profit margin of 35% and you put your prices up by 10%, you could afford to lose 22% of your customers and you would still make the same amount of gross profit. Most businesses I work with know in their hearts of hearts that if they focus on the value added piece, then they could increase their prices and very few customers would actually walk. So the next task is to remove 10% cost from your labour. Most small to medium sized businesses simply do not monitor closely enough the effectiveness and efficiency of their people. This resource is often the most expensive overhead you have and yet you simply don't monitor it. One of my businesses that manufacture roof trusses started to monitor the effectiveness of their people and by managing the right things saved more than 10% in less than 2 weeks. Then you need to start to tackle the overheads. It's often a time-consuming exercise and can be a slow burn, but the relentless pursuit of cost reduction will pay dividends. Always start with the overheads that cost you the most. In the vast majority of cases, this will be your rent and rates. When did you last negotiate a rent reduction or have your rates assessed to see if they could be reduced? Simply go down each line and see what options you have to make cost savings. Trust me, there's always 10% to save and not always by switching provider. Take your accountant for example. Ask them what you would need to do to help reduce their bill by 10%. It might be that if you provide them with the year-end information in a different format, it would save them hours of work and you hundreds of pounds. So what are you going to do to implement your triple 10 strategy? I hope you found this answer of real benefit and trust you will now be able to implement some, if not all, of the ideas I've shared with you today. If you've experienced something like this that is preventing you from being the best you can be, then I want to hear from you. Drop me an email and you never know, it may be your challenge that is featured on our next video. If you've enjoyed the video then please like it and subscribe to the channel, but more importantly share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want even more tips, techniques and tutorials to help you attain the life and business you want, be sure to follow us on Twitter and sign up to our free resource vault at www.betterbusinessexpert.com. In the free resource vault you will find plenty more support material which is added to each and every week. Good luck and thanks for watching.